Right, so welcome to this Balance Your Comparison yoga flow. So we're going to get started in standing position. So just come to either the top of the mat or the middle of the mat. We'll start in Tadasana. So ground down through your feet, maybe lifting up your toes, placing them back down, maybe lifting up the heels, placing them back down. For all four corners, feet engage. Your feet can be hip width apart or together. Feel that alignment up from your ankles to your hip bones. Lengthen the tailbone down, engage the abs. Feel your thighs engaging and lifting up. We'll just roll the shoulders back, shine the palms forward. Have that connection from the top of the spine to the base of the spine. Chin maybe just slightly tucked in. And then the crown of the head shining upwards to the sky. Tadasana, our mountain pose, standing, but balancing, and just feeling that engagement through our body, even though we are just standing in a way that is activating our whole body. And just breathing here, coming into this moment, this flow. And just setting our intentions that we're going to be balancing during this flow. And that life is a balance. We wobble or fall out, that's absolutely fine. Just get back into it. As we would do in life, and as we will do in our mat. And the way that we do that on the mat, it strengthens our resolve. If we do wobble in life, we have this time to get back up over time as well. Just balancing those feelings as well. Knowing that comparison or jealousy does creep in from time to time. That is okay. Just twist your hands now so your palms are facing into your body. We're just going to tip from right to left, tick-tocking at the waist. So when you go down, say to the left, the right side of the foot anchors in, going down to the right, the left side anchors in. Starting with a very small balance, keeping your body aligned. And then when you come back over to the left side, make this your last one, coming back up through center. And I will just tip our head back, gazing back behind us. And then tipping our head forward, just rounding the shoulders and the chin to the chest. Just do that a couple of times again. Balance now from front to back. Just tilting body weight ever so slightly. So we have to just think a little bit about our balance. When you come to the front, just come back to center. Then from here, we'll move into tree pose. If you want, you can come to the top of your mat here, because we'll be coming from here into warrior 3 as well. Just stay here in tree pose to begin with. So just taking your right foot and anchoring that down, and then taking your left foot into tree pose. So just either placing your left heel on your ankle, the left sole of your foot on your right calf, or bringing the leg up, placing that left sole of the foot into that right thigh. Or if you want, coming into the lotus pose on the front, whichever feels good for you. Take your hand at your heart. Wherever you are balancing, it's absolutely fine. Find a drishti point so you can One focal point that doesn't move. Breathing here. Those wobbles will be fine. If you fall out, you can just come back in. Really anchor that right foot back down. If you want, you can take your hands up overhead in prayer or opening the arms up, taking up more space. Relaxing those shoulders down if you do. Wherever feels good for you. Those hip points shining forward. Just really focusing on this balance. Balance between our emotions and our thoughts. And from here, if you had your hands extended, bringing them back to your heart center. And then wherever you had your leg, just taking it off, your foot taking it off the leg, and then extending the left leg back into warrior three. So you're coming into a T shape, balancing on that right foot. If you want to have some blocks underneath you, balance, anchor that left hip bone down, point or flex your back left foot, tuck your chin in slightly. Balancing here, and then dropping that back left foot down, and then framing the front right foot, and then pushing the right foot back into downward dog. Our first one. Pedal the legs here, lift and pull back those hips, bending the knees so you can bring your chest towards your thighs, that long straight back. Then coming to a moment of stillness here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then dropping your knees down onto the mat, coming into all fours tabletop. And we'll just continue on with our balance here. So engaging the core, so you've got that flat back. We'll just extend our right arm out straight and our left leg. Have the toes on the left foot pointed or flexed, wherever feels good for you. And again, your left hand, your right knee are pushing into the mat for this balance. Breathing here. If you want, you can stay here or take that right hand back to that left foot, holding that left foot, arching the back and coming into tiger. Dropping the belly, taking the gaze forward. And then let go with that right hand, bring it back down onto the mat, and the left knee back onto the mat. And then from here, we'll just come into a side plank. So kickstand your left foot back out behind you, bringing your left hand into the middle of the mat. Extend the right leg straight, and if you want, bring the right hand up above. Just a simple side plank here, staying on your left knee. If you want, you can float right leg, breathing here. Doing that balance. And dropping right foot, right hand back down and around. We'll just come into child's pose. So bring the big toes together, knees apart. Bring your forehead down onto the mat. Fingers together, the elbows wide to create a big triangle, diamond shape with your arms. Just breathing here, taking a moment to rest. As you inhale, feeling the upper and your lower back fill with air and oxygen. And you exhale, melting down into the ground. Or inhale, push in with the hands, Coming up into all fours again, tucking the toes back into downward dog. And from here, we'll inhale into plank, drop our knees, lower the body all the way down. Hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale up into cobra, elbows in. Exhale, back down. Push it back up into tabletop. Tuck the toes. Back into downward dog. And inhale, look forward to the hands. Step forward, up to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Bending the knees, bringing the chest to the thighs. Inhale, hands on the floor or the shins, flat back, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Then inhale, circle the hands up and around, palms shining forward. Hands meet overhead in prayer. Then bring them back down through center to your heart center. We'll just repeat that on the other side. So we'll take our left leg and round that down into the mat. And then bring your right foot onto your ankle, your calf, or your thigh, wherever you feel the balance today. Shining those two hip points forward. Keep your hands at your heart center. If you want, you can take your hands up and open them up. Find that point, find that balance. Ground down through that left foot. Relax the shoulders down. This is your time to balance. Finding that balance, but knowing that sometimes it wobbles, sometimes we fall out. Doesn't matter. We just go back into it. Life continues, the flow continues. Inhale, bring the hands back down to your heart center. You had them extended overhead. And then bringing that right leg back into warrior three, bringing the body down into this T shape. Anchor that right hip back down. One side might feel easier than the other. You can either point or flex that right foot. Tuck the chin in slightly. Breathing here. And then drop that back right foot. Frame the front left foot. And push back into downward dog. And again, just pedal the feet here slightly. Seeing if the legs feel a little bit more balanced now. And come to a moment of stillness for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And drop down onto your knees, tabletop. Flat back and engage that core. We'll extend that left hand by your ear and the right leg back. The toe can be pointed or flexed. Finding your balance here, pushing down that right hand and that left knee. If you want, reaching back with the left hand to the right foot. Dropping the belly, coming into tiger. Feeling this balance on a different side. Letting go of that left foot, bringing the right foot, bringing left hand back down, and the right knee back down. We'll just kickstand and pivot our right foot out. Extend the left leg, bring the right hand into the middle of the mat, and left hand up overhead. Side plank on your knee on the other side. Again, feeling the balance on this side, feeling that stretch down the side of the body. If you want, hover that left leg. Toes can be pointed or flexed. Feel into your body and what that needs today. Breathing here. Feeling any wobbles or shakes. Just like in life, we'll always be little things such as comparison, belief, or something that may get in your way. Dropping that left foot back down, the right hand back down, kicking the foot back in. Bring our big toes together, our knees wide. Coming into child's pose once more. Maybe extending your arms out straight this time, making sure your shoulders aren't coming up to your ears. A moment to rest, feel grounded. Then we'll inhale, push in with the hands, come back up through tabletop. We'll come back into a seated position. So come to the long edge of your mat. You take your right foot and leg out. Point the right toes up to the ceiling, and we'll just bring our left foot into our right thigh. Make sure your sitting bones are nice and seated. Prop yourself up on a cushion if you need to. Spine nice and tall. We'll inhale, circle the arms up overhead. And as we exhale, drop the right hand in the middle inside of the right leg, and left arm arching over to the right toes. Breathing here, a bit of a different balance here. The seated bones, seated. This tipping over to the right. Inhale, circle the left arm back down onto the mat by your side. Then we'll just lift up with placing our right foot down, coming up onto our left knee. Little baby wild thing, taking the right hand back behind you. Feeling that stretch down the right side. Exhale, coming back down and around. We'll just repeat that on the other side. So extend the left leg out, bring the right foot into the left thigh. Left toes pointed up to the sky. Seated bones, nice and grounded. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, left hand and arm drops on the inside of the left leg, and right arm arches over towards the left leg. Relax that right shoulder. Inhaling here. Inhale, circle the arm back up and around, placing the right hand down by the side of your body. We'll push in on that hand, bringing the left foot down, coming up on our right knee, and taking the left hand slightly behind us. Little baby wild thing, yeah. Take a nice long deep inhale in. Use your exhale, come back down. We'll just come facing the top of our mat. We'll just come into boat pose, so seated, balance, so sitting bones down, our knees bent, our feet firmly flat on the floor. Just lean back slightly, engage the abs, and take your hands underneath your thighs, and then just bringing your feet and lower legs parallel to the mat. You can stay here, or you can take your hands out alongside. If you want, you can straighten your legs, but just be careful you're not falling back too much. You're staying in a good alignment and it feels good. Breathing here, feeling that alchemy, that fire build in your legs, in your belly. One last nice deep inhale in. And to exhale out, bringing those feet back down onto the mat. Just give yourself a little hug around your shins and your knees. And we'll keep those feet on the floor. We'll just roll back one vertebrae at a time. You come down on your hands or your hands beside you. And we'll just come into a reclined pigeon pose. It's just keeping your left foot firmly grounded on the mat. Take our right knee, bend it, and place the right ankle over your left thigh, just making sure the ankle bone isn't pressing into the left thigh. Flex that right foot. Either stay here, just making sure your shoulders are always firmly on the ground. Or if you want, you can reach through and hold behind your left thigh or on top of your left shin. Again, making sure that your shoulders stay on the mat. Feel that hip opening. If you want, you can use your right elbow to push out your right knee. Again, just finding a stretch, an edge that doesn't feel uncomfortable or painful. We're winding down now. Last few moments of balance. Closing your eyes if that feels good for you, or softening the gaze. Nice one, deep inhale in. And exhale out, just bringing that left foot back down onto the mat, placing the right foot behind it with the knees bent. Then we'll just bring our left foot across our right thigh, making sure that the left ankle bone isn't pressing into the right thigh. Flex that left foot. You can either stay here, put your right foot up onto a block, or reach through your shoulders down behind your right thigh or onto your right shin. Each side may feel different. Currently running, I can feel this more in my left glute. So just noticing those different parts of your body and what they're telling you. What side maybe needs a bit more attention, love, care. Being mindful and asking ourselves these questions means that we can then really give ourselves the attention that we need. So often we can put other people forward ahead of us. But what does your body need? And in turn, your feelings and emotions. Take a nice long deep inhale in. And exhale out, bringing that right foot back down onto the mat. Left foot next to it, join it. If you want, you can just come into a happy baby pose, bringing your knees in towards your chest, flexing the feet, pointing up to the sky, right angle in your knees. And if you want, just rocking from side to side, our last balance. In this happy baby, real deep hip opening stretch. And then we'll just bring our feet back down onto the mat, extend the legs. Legs can go as wide as the mat, or if you have any lower back issues, bend your knees, place your feet onto the mat and then take your feet wide and drop your knees in together. Hands down by your side, whichever way feels comfortable for you. Closing the eyes or softening the gaze. Just come back to that inquiry. How does your body feel? What are you feeling into your body right now? What is it telling you? Spending a few minutes listening to that right now. Gently wiggling the fingers and the toes. Maybe taking a deep, long stretch. Lengthening out the body as long as it can be. And then rolling over to your right side, your knees in, fetal position. Just take a breath here. Pushing out that left hand, coming up into a seated position that feels good for you. Just taking one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Feeling this balance that we can have, that we take for our life. This balance that might wobble, that might feel more steady. Now we can always come in back into it. Take a nice deep inhale in. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Open your eyes when you're ready. Be back into the room. Thank you for balancing out your emotions and your comparison with me today.